It's quiet on London's Bond Street. The glamour and the glitter are not attracting shoppers like before. Mark Boston knows. He's been a diamond dealer for 45 years. He says in the past year, the demand for rough or uncut diamonds in many diamond cutting centers has dropped faster than he's ever seen.
The sort of downturn was so abrupt and so dramatic and so sudden that the producers adopted most unusual and almost unprecedented position in closing mines.
Almost 9,000 kilometers away, Botswana, the world's biggest diamond producer, has been feeling the pain. Its mines are owned by the government and De Beers, the largest producer of rough diamonds worldwide. By the end of 2008, there was a glut in rough gemstones coming out of the country's mines, and prices began to drop. This year, Botswana's diamond mine shut down for 50 days. David Prager is De Beers communications director in London.
We've got about 5,000 people that work for us in Botswana. So during the production pause, all of those people were on care and maintenance type of work.
Employees were paid during the shutdown. Almost all the facilities have reopened. But with thousands depending for their livelihood on Botswana's diamond mines, analyst Roger Murray says each job is important.
It's a small percentage of the total workforce, but these people have money and buy goods. The shops depend on them. Without those people's spending power, the economy generally is going to be seriously in trouble.
About 60% of Botswana's export income and most of its tax revenues come from these stones. Last year, the country became home to the world's largest, most advanced diamond sorting and valuing facility. It directly employs 600 people. De Beers says, in all, the new center was responsible for 3,000 new jobs.
So what you get is local Botswanans adding value to and deriving more value from their own natural resource, which is the whole point.
De Beers says it plans to stay in Botswana for decades. But this year, the country will mine 15 million carats, down from 33 million last year. Roger Murray says the country can weather the storm for now.
Botswana has built up a position where it is actually fortunate enough to have a high level of foreign reserves, $10 billion US, which is big by African standards. Also, the government has reserves in its budget account, so they can finance, a downturn for about a year. But they need the diamond market to pick up in 2010.
In the longer term, the global economy's recovery is key to what happens next for Botswana and other diamond-producing countries in Africa. Some diamond traders in London say there are signs the demand is on the rise. Ultimately, sales of polished stones like these will determine whether Botswana has a glittering future. Jennifer Glasse for VOA News, London.